Hi, Leos. Rhonda here with your weekly forecast. I hope you guys have been having a great week and a great weekend. Anyway, without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started with your reading. So, to start you out, you did get the sun in reverse. So, the sun in reverse is things not quite working out quite the way you wanted, right? Um, Feeling a little down, feeling a little like life's beating you up right now. That's kind of what the sun in reverse is about. And so let's dig in and see what else we get with that, okay? So the next card was justice, which means that maybe you're not viewing the details of things right now, right? It's asking you to be really fair and objective about the way things are, right? Really, really taking the time to dig into it, to really take the time to learn everything you can about your situation, and really look at all of the details, right? And when you start zooming out, like do a bird's eye view, right? Like zoom out and look at the big picture of things, but also look at the detail of that, right? Because I think when you really start looking at the bigger picture and the details involved, you start getting a clearer view, and then you're able to be more objective about things, right? So that's kind of, and then you got the Ten of Spring in reverse. And this is a reminder to you that if you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, don't ever be afraid to ask for help, right? Help is always available to you. You just need to ask. You don't have to do it all on your own. And I know Leos as a group in general, you're pretty feisty and you're pretty go-getter attitude, but you do not have to do everything on your own. And so really remember that it is okay to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? And also make sure that you take time out for yourself, right? To really rest, do something fun and enjoyable, to take a break from, instead of just sitting around and trying to really, worry about all the details and worry about all the things that aren't working out. Take time out, just take a break, right? Take a break from everything. And then for healing with the fairies, you got kindness. We often refer to kindness as thoughtfulness, yet kindness is more correctly described as lovefulness. By drawing this card, the fairies hand you the wonderful assignment of looking for opportunities to be kind. This may mean undercover kindness, in which you do anonymous good deeds, or it could mean being extra alert for strangers who could use a helping hand or a thoughtful word. Kindness can also entail letting someone else win the argument or volunteering for a cause you truly believe in. By paying attention to the implications of every thought and action, you begin to develop a kindness habit. Your new energy of kindness attracts new loving friends into your sphere. As you practice kindness towards animals, plants, and the environment, you develop a closer relationship with nature. And most important, when you are particularly kind toward yourself, by thinking about yourself compassionately and by taking time out for yourself, you are rewarded with a deep sense of inner satisfaction and peace. And so I think that's a beautiful card for you, especially if things aren't kind of working out. And I know, for me, I'm a Scorpio, and so, my little stinger comes out. And sometimes, when things aren't working, we get a little frustrated, we get a little snippy and snarly, right? And so you're being called out on that. You're being called to be kind. Be kind, but most of all, be kind to yourself. And remember that Ten of Spring about taking time out for fun, taking time out for yourself, away from the worries. right? And so this card is also about being kind to yourself, but also to others, right? Okay. And then for your chakra cards, you got a solar plexus card called Inspired Power. Divine power lies within you, waiting to be awakened. You're capable of turning your seeds of intention into blooms that will delight and sustain you for many years to come. This is your time, dear one. Trust in your ability to call forth abundance and then watch it flow to you with ease. All that comes to you is yours because you are worthy and you have been patiently faithful. Receive this affirmation with gratitude. And the crystal for that is yellow jade and the herbis lily of the valley. And so that tells me if your things aren't working out the way you want and you want to change that course, work on your solar plexus chakra. Work on developing that power in the solar plexus. Okay. All right. And then you got a heart chakra card, love connection. There is an intelligence in the heart that cannot be denied or even explained, only felt. You are sifting through old layers of discontent, connecting with authenticity and divinity of who you are now. Your heart is teaching you all that you have ever desired or imagined has always been within you, awaiting your intention and courage to allow it. New allies will arrive too soon in human form. You have attracted them and they will easily align to this frequency of heart-based connection. And the crystal for that is Girasol and the herb is lavender. And I think that working with that heart chakra, because we talked about, asking for help, right? And what is this card talking about? People are going to come to you. They're going to be your allies. They're going to be the people who can help you, but you have to be open to that. Your heart has to be open to that. So work on that heart chakra, work with that intention on that heart chakra so that when they show up, you're ready to receive what they are bringing to the table, right? Okay, so intentions. The first one you got is happiness within. I no longer seek outside of me what can be found and nurtured within. I recognize myself as the architect of my dreams, and I accept and love myself. As I accept and love myself, I heal past trauma and find deep and abiding peace. I see that happiness is the result of internal transformation and not external change. Stone for that is Unakite Jasper, essential oil is Belvedere. And I think that's great, especially when things aren't going quite the way you planned, right? Setting that intention that, okay, I'm going to let go. I'm going to let that heal. I'm going to bring in the peace because things aren't quite working the way I want, but I have peace. It's not the external things that are kind of misstepping right now. It's all going to happen. It's just not where I want it to be at the moment, right? And so letting go of that and calling in that happiness within, I think that's going to be important for you. The other one is burning to create. I am a fountain of divine creativity, overflowing with ideas and inspiration for what has yet to been created through me. I allow new ideas to emerge and channel them with clarity, honoring what wants to be built and formed through my hands in service of the greater good. Stone for that is blue lace agate, and the essential oil is blood orange. And I think that's a great intention, especially if things haven't quite been working out the way you wanted them to work out. And as you look at that and things aren't quite meshing, right? Then I think that what you need to do is think, okay, well, maybe there's another solution that I haven't thought of yet. And so setting that intention is really a good way to work through that, right? And Leos, don't forget, you are lovable. The less I love myself, the harder it is for others to love me. And the more I love myself, the easier it is for others to love me. And for me to recognize how loved I am. So, even when things are bad, remember, you are loved. And you have to love you too, right? even if you are coming down hard on yourself right now a little bit, right? Remember to be fair and objective in your viewpoint, especially your viewpoint of yourself. I think that's really, really important, right? Okay, I'm just moving some of the cards out of the way so I can roll the dice for you to see what kind of planetary energy to focus on this week. And you got Saturn, so mastery, achievement, responsibility, patience, discipline. So to me, that says that what you've been working on isn't quite there. And so, as some of the other cards have said, take a break out, take some time out for yourself, look at it more fairly, objectively, set an intention for new creative ideas to come through, and then really work on that focus and work on that discipline and patience, right? That maybe you're on the right track and it just isn't quite there yet, or maybe you need to shift a few things to get you on the right track, right? Things for you to meditate about this week and really think about for your week ahead. Okay. All right. That's all I have for you today, Leos. I hope that you have a great rest of your week. If you're not following me on Facebook, Bonaday Healing Arts is on Facebook. Follow me there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. Also, I do accept free will donations for the readings that I do on here, and the link for that is in the comments section. If you feel called, please donate. I appreciate all the support I can get. And anyway, I hope you have a great week, and remember that I love you, and I'll see you next time.